Welcome everybody to 1.17. Oh, here we go. So, Kat, you haven't been around for a while. Shut up, I know. Long story short, yes. But anyways, Caves and Cliffs is out. And since some of you guys on my channel, I love you guys to death, but some of you are just awful builders. So I figured that I would take each one of the new Caves and Cliffs areas and, well, build a new base and like each one, like a little bit of like a starter base. So, like if you want to build in like an amethyst grotto, like I'll show you like an amethyst grotto build, like stuff like that, you know? So I think that the ones that I'm going to be doing today are going to be, let's see, what are my options? Alright, it looks to me like I have the options of Lush Caves, Dripstone, Deep Dark, there's like Mesh Caves. I think that we're going to do an underwater cave. Oh, and the mountains might be in. I haven't played since the mountains have been added. So if there's a mountain, I'll build a cool little tower. Let's name this 1.17BB. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna say about the Caves and Cliffs update, like I've been looking around for like a little like spot to record for like a hot sec now, like probably like about like I don't know 10-20 minutes. And the first thing that you'll notice is that there's not that like deep void type area. Like sure we still have like some like the deep slate like over here as you can see with like Nexus. Ooh, diamonds. But like it's not the same as like it was like when I was like playing around with this before. You had massive like generations of stuff. Like this is probably the closest there is like around here. Like but these were like a lot like less rare. Like here, like this would be like a pretty good example of like something I guess like you would be finding more and more often. But like it's so different than like all the other areas. Like we had like the deep slate and like it would go on for like a hot sec. But now there's like not really anything. And I heard that they're breaking it up into two parts, so I do hope that in the second part we'll get a little bit more of like that deep down, deep dark, deep down. But I'm not quite sure what's included in the first update so far. You know what? I should probably check that. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so I looked it up, and part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update is launched on June 8th. It's June 12th, and it's technically the smaller of the two updates. It adds new blocks, plants, and animals, and craftable items. So basically, we don't get any like the cool, awesome cave gens that we were going to get. So I suppose that means we'll have to get a little creative with some of our builds. So the builds that we know of are lush caves that are going to be added. So we're going to have lush caves. The amethyst geodes are already all over the place. We're supposed to have fossils at some point. And a bunch of other cool things. So I suppose we'll just get started on the ones that we can currently play with and use. Are the mountains in this one? Where are the mountains? I want the mountains. Where are they? Mountain's Edge. That's a new one. Okay, so they're just not currently in the game. Okay, you know what? That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. At least for my favorite biome. Anyways, back underground. Actually, you know what? Scrap that. We're just going to use a different snapshot. Because this just, nope. We're not doing whatever this is.